Okay, then today we will cover mostly on that activity types and what is the uh, life cycle of an activity in the field service, how we can do the suspend and the not done and all this thing. Today we will try to cover that all the scenario.
Okay.
Before going to start, do you have any question, any concern from the yesterday's or previous sessions?
Um, no, but can you once again show the resource hierarchy?
Yeah, yeah, this one, right?
Uh, 1 second. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So what is the question here?
Yeah, the question is like how we are creating this hierarchy, like how the supremo power and then the Illinois was linked. Is this just I remember we did like drag and drop. Is that how it is or
No, let's then first create this hierarchy again. So forget the supremo. Supremo power is the organization name. Under that,
Mhm.
we will be having multiple buckets and the multiple groups are there. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's create under the supremo power. We'll go to that resource info. Okay. Add child
Mhm.
resource. Okay. So what do you want here? Okay. Uh, bucket. I think we can create one bucket. Okay, with the name of Missouri or any other Denmark or any whatever you that. So external ID always be the unique.
Mhm.
Okay, email address not needed for the bucket. So where do you want to? What would be your organization name? You can put it here. Organization unit
Uh,
bucket under.
okay.
So it will be falling under the Supreme Power organization.
Got it.
Here
Got it.
you can
Okay.
select.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that. So under that, if you want to create one more sub bucket, so that we can also do that.
Okay.
Okay, let me Denmark
So it
uh,
has bucket and
East.
co. So what is the difference?
This is nothing but just define that resources type. What do you want to define in your system? Okay, so we will cover that resource type as well. So in the field service, we do have resource types as well. So we can define whether
Mhm.
it is a technician, whether it is a bucket, organization, tools,
Okay.
vehicle. So there are 5 or 6 type resources are there. Okay. So we
Mhm.
can define that our resources as well.
Okay.
So whatever we define in that resource types, that all the resources will come here
Okay.
in this drop down of the resources east region. So I'm giving that. Let's see. With the same Denmark. So, okay. So this is now Supreme Power Denmark. Under the Denmark is East region. Now if we want to create one more technician, test 1, 2, 3, 4, test.
We can create the technician from here. Okay, we cannot. Okay, got it. We can create the
So
user.
we can do that. User type is there, but yeah, password is not there because now the password policy is not within the field service. So let's try that whether it will allow or not. Email address we can keep this blank for now. What we can put the test 1, 2, 3. gmail.com or something.
I think that
Phone
won't work.
number if no, yeah, that there is no restriction on that.
Oh,
User
really?
type we can select that. Technician. Login would be
Mhm.
unique. Test 123. I'm not sure how it is allowing that password or not.
Maybe they fixed something yesterday. Um,
Tested. Force password change. Visible resources. Collaboration group. Leave it for now. Okay. So we created this technician. Okay.
mhm.
Now we'll go to the resource hierarchy. We will see that. So you can see that 10 top topmost is Supremo. Under that, this is the Denmark. Under the Denmark, we are having one region, East region, and under this, one technician is there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay. So the contractors are not under this Suprema for is it? Or it's
No,
just a okay, it doesn't have
contractor
any
is
sub.
yeah. This is not having any sub, so that is the
Okay,
reason it
okay,
is
okay,
showing this way.
okay. Mhm.
So this way we can create a resource hierarchy. Okay. And if you want to create one more group, that you can also do that. But
Mhm.
basically, yeah, this is the way. Let me check whether they assigned this policy, password policy here. I'm not sure how system is taking password
Mhm.
policy because we do not have that login password something, but not sure. Uh, okay, but yeah, this is the way that, where we can create this resource hierarchy. Okay, now we will try to create activity type. Okay, so maybe depends what activity based on your customer, right? You will be having multiple activity types are there. Maybe the preventive maintenance, corrective maintenance, repair,
Yeah.
installation, service. Yeah, so depends. Okay, so these are the activity types which is already in the system. If we want to create from the scratch, then we will go for this. Okay, so you have to put the label first. So I'm putting PM. Okay, preventive maintenance basically. Okay,
Okay.
preventive don't need it that. So we can make it active. And what would be the group? So we can create the group as well, like uh, based on your business. Like some of the activities are customer facing, some of the internal activities, some of the teamwork. So we can also divide that activity based on. We can create the groups and assign those activities to that groups. So for now, I'm selecting this customer group as the default duration. You can put it whatever you want that. So I'm putting 40 minutes or 60 minutes I'm taking for this activity type, preventive maintenance. Now, so these are the features of the activities. If you enable this, so this activity will use that feature, okay, on the context of the activity. So this is basically label and all these things. Now the features. So feature is going to key part of the activity types.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So allow mass activities. I think it is basically for that uh, repeating. I need to check on that mass activities. Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or repeating activity. If repeating activities are there, but mass activities, I need to check on that part. Allow mass activities means I'm not getting that example. I will check on that part. But teamwork, yeah. If we have some, what I would say, means crew management or like something, right? If an activity work order needs 2 or 3, 4 technicians are there, right, that needed to complete that job. So you have to select this checkbox. If you select this checkbox, there are some checkbox that may got disabled, right?
Okay.
If if you selected that, right, teamwork,
Mm-hmm.
preventive maintenance is teamwork, then you can see that some of the checkbox are grayed out, right? So that feature won't support if you select the teamwork activity.
Okay. So what is this teamwork? Can you come
So,
again?
sorry, your voice is breaking.
Sorry. Yeah. What is this teamwork?
Teamwork is basically that crew management activity type. Like if you are if you are forming a crew, right? There are
Crewing.
three, four
Mm-hmm.
technicians are there.
Okay.
So that we will consider under that teamwork activity.
Mm, but that is a usual feature, right? I mean, so is it just saying the work can be assigned to a crew or not? Is it so?
Right. Not assign, but if you select, so that activity, I would say, mm, like how I can explain you. Not this is related to that crew, but yeah, this would may support that teamwork means that activity supports multi-man activities. Like suppose I can say them if activities requires 3 or 4 technician, so that we can assign that to that activity. So that activity will support this activity. Uh,
So one task,
this is
one activity can be assigned to different technicians in the.
no, not
Okay.
different technician. Always be one technician, but there, but each technician is having that same. Each technician is having different activity for their task. They will assign. They will get a
So
different task
okay,
for that.
I'm not able to imagine how because one task is one activity, right? So how come different tasks can be performed by different technicians within one task, or is it creating four different tasks if four technicians are working?
No. That is done. Let
Maybe you
me give
can
you
come
one.
back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have
we
an
will
example for
see.
now, or we can maybe
Not
discuss
not
later?
not yet. We will discuss and little later.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Uh, so these are the features which may got uh, disabled that here. If you select the teamwork activity, okay, and so first we will take all the features, then we will see how it works. So
Okay.
okay, so enable segmented active and extended duration. So that means uh, if your activity is having a large duration, okay, suppose
Mm-hmm.
40 hours, 60 hours, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you won't be able to complete that activity in a day, right?
Okay.
So system will suppose 40 hours activity, right? We can take an example of 40 hours activity. Okay, so we have to define maximum duration of an activity or minimum duration of for an activity. So
Mm-hmm.
maximum, I think it goes to not sure. We have to check on that. There is one option is there. Uh, what is the maximum limit? So 900 minutes. We can do that. Okay, maximum single unit.
Segmenting and extended duration. Segmenting.
Segmenting means suppose
Is it splitting the job?
yeah, right. 40 hours activity and it will take suppose technician is working hours is 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this will divide 40 hours activity into 5 activities.
Okay.
Okay. So we will see how it will work and how we will see that activity. I will showcase you on that while we creating the activity. Okay, so this is the one of the feature allow enable segmented and extended duration. So one parent activity will be created and four child activity will be created. Like suppose I'm
Okay.
taking the 40 hours example. Okay,
Okay.
allow
Clear.
move between the resource allow move between the resources that I think I already showcased you, like drag and drop to the from one technician to other, bucket to technician, right? So that
Yeah.
if that feature is not available for that activity, so that means you won't be able to perform this action.
Okay. So I have a question about that. Allow move between resources. So is it
Hmm.
based on some status like so the activity can be assigned to any technician, right?
So only pending activities we can move, Mithun.
Okay, only pending. Yeah, pending meaning. Okay, no, no. Pending
Pending means
meaning
that
is not
activities,
assigned to anyone, so it can be assigned to
no,
any
it
user.
it is assigned to anyone, and after that you feel that this is not a right technician,
Hmm.
so you can move that. Also, if your activity is assigned to bucket and then you want to move that activity to some particular technician, then you also can move that.
Right. So my question is like that is relevant for any order, right? It's not why should we restrict that feature for some order types or activity types? What is the scenario that um,
Not sure about the scenario, but yeah, if some like if if the dispatcher do not want or customer do not want that, if they already assign that activity, we do not want to move that activity to other technician. So that time that feature will work or come to the picture. They do not want to move that activity. Once they assign, that means assign, right?
okay. Another question, like if an or imagine the allow move is enabled. So if a work order is in en route status, like what is it? Right, yeah, en route status, right? Or
Uh-huh.
working, work started. Can that be assigned to another technician,
No, only pending activity.
even though it is the move is allowed or not?
Yeah, right. If the activity status is end out, then you cannot move that. If the activity status is started and whatever status
Mm-hmm.
apart from pending, so you won't be able to move that.
Okay. Yeah, because okay, that is a common. Okay, yeah, I think I understood. We'll go further.
And regarding this mass activities, I think this is related to if you have one training activity for all the technician, then
Hmm.
you can select that training or some education training or like other certification, that kind of activities, like you create a one activity and assign to multiple resources.
Okay.
Okay, so that way you can that that way I think you can use that allow mass activities. And repeating activities is basically that lunch or type lunch kind of activities that is daily occur on the routine basis. So you can use that repeating activities. I think one of the feature that will come. Allow creation in buckets. So basically we allow that. So I think here you can see that if you select this, so you will, if you select this option, I think this will get like you can select this that option also, allow creation in buckets as well, right? So
The
I think
creation.
normally we do select that allow creation in buckets because mostly the business or the users or the dispatcher of prefer that to create a system or to create activity on the buckets, and then they routing or the dispatcher will take action on that. They can move wherever they want that. Okay.
Allow creation in buckets. Like, is it like bulk creation?
Yeah, you can create bulk activities on the buckets. If you
No.
want multiple
Mm.
activities to create on the buckets, they can create that. 1,000 activities you can put it on your bucket.
But
There's no limit.
what does this checkbox do? Creation in buckets. So I didn't understand what.
So if you want, suppose this activity preventive maintenance,
Mm.
if you want to create on the bucket, okay, like suppose
Directly.
we create north region, right? Yeah. Uh, so
Mm-hmm.
mostly, Madhun, we follow this process. We create the activities on the buckets, then system will assign this activity or dispatcher will assign this activity to the respective technicians, because
Okay.
we are not preferring that to create directly assign that activity on the resources.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Okay. So meaning we will be like, if we create Illinois as a
right.
region, we
Hmm.
can we can create an activity there. But if we don't
There,
select that option, it'll just doesn't have any region like Illinois or anything. It just we have to filter it from the non-scheduled items and then assign it to someone or some area. Is that so?
right. Anyway, yeah. While creating an activity, definitely you should pass something on the resources level, right? Whether it may be the supremo, not the supremo, but yeah, any bucket or any respective resource ID, you have to pass it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, where the activity will fall, right? So
correct.
we can,
Mm,
hmm.
okay. So this
So
allow
this
creation
bucket
in
we
bucket.
create this so
Mm,
this bucket created, right? This east
mm-hmm,
region. So we can give them to the, or they can fetch. Suppose you are is using that Oracle system, right?
mm,
Oracle B2B services side use you are, or WAM you are using that.
mm-hmm.
So I think there is directly integration between the field service and that system. So
Okay.
through the work zone key, so what? So think on that base. So you are creating an activity from the B2B side, service side, okay? So
Mm-hmm,
that activity is having that customer address as well, where they may have that postal code and the zip code is there, right?
mm-hmm,
So that postal code we assign to that bucket, or maybe to the resources, okay? But mostly we assign to that bucket, okay? Suppose each region have some postal code XYZ, okay? So
okay.
that activity is on the B2B service side, that is also having that postal code XYZ, okay? So they will, while they creating the work order, they click on that which territory they want. So based on the postal code, that territory will reflect there on their drop down or on their screen or the B2B service side. Okay. And after that, they have to book that activity. Maybe that this work zone is assigned to one or two buckets, possible, right? So two respective two respective two buckets will reflect there, and the dispatcher have to take decision. Yeah, this work order should fall under this Denmark or the East region. Okay,
Mm-hmm,
so this is basically working on the work zone key. What key you have defined in the system. So normally we define the postal code. So the same postal code will have on that B2B service side, or that while creating that activity, they should have that customer and the account number. So this customer is having that address. While you creating that activity, it will show you where and for which territory or for which reason you want to create this work order. So that you have to select that based on the territory. So you will assign that activity to that bucket. Okay.
okay.
And that activity will fall to this bucket. Okay. Allow reschedule. You may, if you want to change the time of activity or this thing, you can do that. Allow reschedule is there. Support of non-ordered activities. I showed you, like there is one. ordered and sequence are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and if there's not ordered activities are there. So that activity you can also select that. I will show you one more time. If your activity is not ordered, means there is no position of that activity. Whenever there is no order for that activity, right? So that is also we can provide that fee. So this activity they can complete at any time.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, allow non-scheduled which that activity is not having the date. Support of work zones. So basically we enable this feature also. So this activity will take this work zone. Work zone is basically that postal code and the territory of the technician where he's going to work, right? So this is basically fall under the work zones. We have to define territory of the technicians, right? What in which area he's going to be work. So that is work zone, work skills, and if you work skill also the specialization. Suppose the preventive maintenance required some specialization, right? So that also we can support enable that. Support of time slots. Time slots means if you have certain time slots, so you want that this activity time should be complete in this time, or you have like support time slot means basically you define some intervals, uh, right? 8 to 10, 10 to 12. So your activity work will work in this time slots. Okay, so you have to work in this time slots, like 8 to 10, 10 to 12. This kind of time slots we can pass that while creating that activity. Support of inventory, basically that material, that customer in that resource inventory. So that is also part of the feature. Support of links means uh, what I would say. mm, so take an example. Suppose we have some construction work. Initially, we have to do some work, some certain work of the plumbing and these things, and after that, we have to work on the some other is to build the pillar and all these things, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that is where we can link the activity. So first that activity completed, and then he will be able to start some other activity. So we can link both the activities. First A is completed, then we can start. So there are four type of link templates. We will check on that link templates is a separate. But yeah, support of links means you can start both simultaneously, right? If you can once first activity is finished, then you can start. So there are four types of links, so that we will check. Support of preferred resources. So means if activity is having some preferred resources for that, so that you can also select that. Like if if maybe some customer suggested you that, right, this is the like preferred resource for that activity. I want this activity, so you can also select that resources while assigning those activity to the technicians. Allow repeating activities means lunch type of activities will consider under the repeating activities. Calculate travel. So basically, it will calculate travel from one activity to other activity. It is basically checking with the coordinates of the activities, both activities. So system will show us the travel time of the activity, travel time of for the technician on activity. That is so also in the field service we have system that is statistics, where it is system is learning from the previous activity travel time and all these things. System is basically learning how much time it will take. Okay, so allow to search, basically we can search this activity type from here. Okay, so allow to search if you want that. Allow to create from incoming interface means this activity may come from the some boundary system like B2B services and other systems are there. Enable day before trigger. uh, if we want to notify something or to the dispatcher of this thing, there
Mm-hmm.
may be there's some warning or this thing. So you can enable this, enable day before trigger, enable reminder and the change triggers, so that you can all select that if you want to. This is just soft warning, okay, to the dispatcher or to the technician if they know if they not started on the service within the service window. So there are some uh, warnings which we can display on the Gantt of the resources.
Mm-hmm.
And support of required inventory means support that is basically uh, suppose if activity a work order should have this part to complete that work order, means ABC part is there needed to complete that work order, okay. So that we can consider under the support required inventory of the activity. So that information will come from this other system. But yeah,
That we
if
already
that
have, right?
activity,
Support of inventory is already there.
no support of inventory was there. Required inventory means uh, required inventory means that is needed to complete that job. Okay,
Mm.
support of inventory means basically the general technician inventory. But support of required inventory means basically you have to have this inventory to complete that job.
Okay. So,
So resource tracking is also, if you want that resource tracking for the activity type that you service window SLA window is supported for that activity that you means basically we have to select this SLA and this window for the routing purpose.
is there any document or something to learn what exactly is like? I mean, are these Oracle giving any documentation on this? What each of these items do, or when we say allow an alert a day ahead, what is the property it uses to trigger that alert? Schedule date or due date?
So
Um,
it is basically checking on the schedule date. Uh, okay, so maybe I can showcase you that, or I will share the document as well with you. So
yeah, that would be
uh,
helpful because
hmm,
schedule date, see, some tasks are like not scheduled, right? Even though if it is
hmm.
supposed to be scheduled. So those kind of
No,
alerts, I
but
think,
non-scheduled means that is not having the date.
right,
So
exactly.
but in that case, you won't be able to see that warnings and those things, right?
Yeah, so if we need to, I mean, I'm just thinking preventive maintenance. If every 3 months we have to do, and the
Hmm.
application skipped one time, so it's not scheduled. So that should generate an alert to the dispatcher. So yeah, I mean, just thinking if
Hmm.
that is
No,
the
yeah, every 3 months, basically, then you can create the future activities, right? Or you can pass that SLA.
no, no, exactly. Yeah, I understand, but
Uh-huh.
due to some issues of, for example, I created one order for next week. Next week, say
Uh-huh.
20th. I created today for 20th,
Okay.
and I thought, okay,
Okay.
I'll assign it later.
Hmm.
But I forgot.
And you forget that.
Yeah,
So
forgot.
in that case, we do have some sort of notification that we can send to the technicians or to the dispatchers. So
Right.
this activity
But
is
but
scheduled for this date.
we are not assigning the activity, so there is no schedule date. So is there any like SLA kind of due date?
No,
Or
in that case, what you can do that, maybe if you forget that, suppose just a second. Yeah. Sure. So what you are saying is, so basically you created an activity for the future, but not having the date, right?
mhm,
And but if you're creating an activity and you are sure that, right, that activity should happen in this date, then I think you should assign that date. But if you are
yeah,
not like future activities that you are not sure, and you you have some SLA, right? In the next month or that day, something, right?
Mm.
So routing will come into the picture. Routing will assign that activity before SLA is going to end. Okay. So, or maybe I think we can also
No,
send the,
no, but based on what field it decides, the order need to be assigned before a particular date.
no, if your SLA is there, right? So
Okay.
SLA is there, then system will, before the SLA end, it will take that job into the consideration.
Is SLA a date?
Yeah, SLA means service as you should have some date, right? SLA in the SLA window.
Yeah, that's it. So which what kind of what field is storing that date? Is it a due date concept or SLA meaning?
Yeah, it's a due date concept, basically.
Okay, so SLA
Basically,
can be. Yeah,
your
go ahead.
activity should be complete within this time, right? If you for
Okay,
within this bound, not beyond that this SLA, right? You should be complete. You should your complete. You should complete your activity within the state.
okay, okay. So
So
SLA is the date.
that
Yeah,
way,
that's what I was asking. So is it a due date somewhere? So
yeah, it's a due date. And these are the time slot, Madhun. So we can define this time slot.
mm-hmm.
Okay, lunch break and all this. So your activity basically should be start if you want to assign some certain time slot for this. So if you assign this
Mm-hmm.
8 to 10, so your activity should be fall in this time slot. Okay. Yeah, you can start your activity in between this time. Okay. If you select that all day, yeah, my technician can complete this activity whatever time he wants that.
Okay.
Okay. So that way you can select the time slot for that particular activity type. And also you do have that colors of this
So
activity.
okay.
What are the
So
colors you want that?
got it. Um, so if there is no time slots checked, right? The option time slots not checked. Is it equivalent to checking the all day?
No, no. Yeah,
No,
it's kind of all day. Uh,
because there is no slot, we can put it anywhere, right? Anytime, right?
yeah, we can put it. If you are not supporting your time slot, so you can put. No need to put that. So I think
But
it should be
mm,
start of the day. You will be seeing your activity if you are creating first activity.
okay. So if we enable that option, is it mandatory? This time slots will be mandatory to create this work order. Is that so? Or
Right. Yeah. Right. Correct. We have
okay,
to pass this value for this time while we are creating this activity.
okay, okay.
And these are the color codes to distinguish our activity in which status my activity is currently. So basically, we
Hmm.
generally use yellow means pending, completed means blue, warning means we can mark it red type or something.
Okay. So
Suspended again.
if you don't
So if you
define here, it will take the default.
not take the default, it will show, I think, white or something. Not sure
Oh,
what would be the color for that.
so every
I
order type you
haven't,
have to define this color scheme.
right? We have to define that.
Wonderful. Okay.
Started is basically the green one, and route, not sure, maybe the status. Cancer is so it's activity. Okay. Now this activity is created. Now, if you want, if you want to create a new activity, and you
Mhm.
think that I would like to use, not going to repeat all these steps again, and the feature would be the same for that activity. You just need to,
Mhm.
and the same activity type should be there in that other boundary system. Okay.
Yeah.
So if they, otherwise that activity will not be able to, it won't be able to create
No,
that activity.
that can be relative, right? I mean, it can be mapped in the middle tier integration set
But yeah,
OIC
right.
can, right? Yeah. But when it comes to the OFSC, the naming should be the right. I mean,
Correct.
it
Yeah,
matches.
naming should be the right. So this way you can create the activity. If you want to deactivate or delete, you can do that. Okay, whatever. So this is the, and this view you can see that active and active not here. Okay, so basically you will, if you want to see some customer specific activity, you can search it here. So all the customer related activity will come.
Okay. Activity
So now
type.
we'll go to that resource test, which one we created test 1, 2, 3, 4. We will try to see that. Let not lunch break. We created that customer activity PM.
What was the password you set for that user? Test 1 2 3 4.
I think test at the rate 1, 2, 3, 4.
Test 1 2 3
T
4.
capital test at the rate 1, 2, 3, 4.
1 2 3 4. Right. Okay. It's not incorrect environment username or password. Test 1 2 3 4. It's not logging in.
Not working?
No. Test 1 2 3 4. Test at the rate 1 2 3 4. Right.
Yeah, right.
Test at 1 2 3 4. No. It's not.
Test.
Is it
Which one
enabled
we create?
active or something like
Oh, it is
need to?
active.
Hmm. Then I'll follow up.
Let me. You are
it,
using this, right?
okay.
Test one, two,
Test
three.
1 2 3 is the login. Okay.
Yeah, logins test 1, 2, 3.
Password is test 1 2 3 4. Huh? Or you want to
Test at the rate T capital test at the rate 1, 2, 3, 4.
1 2 3 4. Okay. Oh yes, logging in.
So it will prompt to that you have to change your password first time
Yeah,
login.
yeah, yeah. I'll set user at 1. User #1. Capital U. Okay, it's not working. Password is too short. Okay, what will
8 characters, I think we needed that.
Yeah.
And one uppercase and this way.
Okay, I'm setting GoLogica at 1. Capital G and capital L.
What password you set it?
GoLogica at 1.
Okay.
Capital L, G and capital L. Okay, yeah. I have landed on the this page. I mean my route. Okay, school.
I see that I'm creating an activity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So not routing, keeping severity medium. Work order type. Not sure what is that field, but yeah, let's select that.
Maybe commercial. I
Yeah.
think commercial, residential.
Any address, specific address where you want to see this activity? Do you have?
Anything is
Do
good.
you know any address? No,
It's
just
fine. Any
just to see
address.
on the map.
Oh, where? Which area it is? I don't know.
No, we can put it wherever you want.
Anywhere? Okay. Mm,
Let me find this. Okay, I got that. Addresses. Why my address is not reflecting? Okay. 166 Ryan Road, cities. Yes. Postal code is 60016. Yes. Okay, this is straight. Straight is account number AC time slot. So we didn't select the time slot for this activity, right? 20
okay.
minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the reason it is not coming.
Oh, it's not showing any error though?
So no, we haven't selected, so it is not showing that. If we selected
Oh,
the
okay,
time
okay,
slot
okay.
while creating that activity, so
Got it.
it will
Mm-hmm.
the drop down will come here.
Okay.
It's not. Or we selected this feature, right? Not order. Also selected that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not ordered, right? So, but for
Yeah.
now, I'm just selecting this project activity nodes. GoLogica. So install, what is that installer needed in this? I'm not sure. Not sure what is that field. So this is activity 18 for this technician. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see that we have created this activity. Why it is showing white color. It should be in the yellow color, no? We selected yellow color for the pending one.
Mm,
And out, it is showing something wrong color. Update. Not sure why this is. It should. Yeah, now it is showing.
refreshing.
Yeah. So so this is the correct time slot. We do not have it. Now you can see that his starting time is 8 a.m. So it took travel time of 1 hour, and then after just started this activity, right? This
Mm,
is the duration of that activity. We passed it 60 minutes for that activity. Okay. Default duration was 60 minute. Okay. So it took 60 minute. If
okay.
we selected the time slot here, so then if we selected the 10 to 11, then it I think it should be here somewhere. Okay. But now we haven't
Okay.
defined any time slot for that, so it is reflecting here.
So
Okay.
10 to 11, right? I mean, it may be a two hour slot. So can you show me where we selected like a default duration? Like I think I missed that.
On
60 minutes.
activity types,
We did that.
activity
Okay,
type.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. I just let me showcase you. lots of PM are there.
Mm.
Here you can see default duration 60 minutes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Duration.
Okay, and
So
this is the information.
one
Uh,
question. Um, so in one activity type, in a particular activity type, also the duration can be vary. For example, um, what to say? So this was a real example. Okay.
hmm,
In a meter exchange, if the meter type is or meter size is different, like if it, the meter exchange or if the meter type is like regular, there are few meter types like 250, 5M, something like that, meter sizes.
okay, okay. Hmm.
Based on that, the duration varies. Um,
Hmm.
so is something that sort can be implemented like in the activity type level, like another property also can be determined for the duration rather than just setting a default one.
No, you can update that. This is the way. Just if you are not putting that duration, then system will take 60 minutes. Okay. If you want to modify the duration, you can do that. That should be there. You can see it, right? Duration 1 or 2 hour.
Um, okay. Yeah, manually we can put when we are creating.
Hmm.
What's my
So so in case, right?
mm-hmm.
So that time you can adjust.
uh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but
Because
any
hmm.
customization is there any customization possible here to manipulate the time? Like, for example, the same example. If bulk orders were created, can the system identify the particular field and change the duration? A kind of any background agent or anything that sort?
Not this thing, but suppose there are 5 or 6 work orders are there, right? And if you want to change one field, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you can come to here and you can change few fields of that activity, okay, on the bulk side.
Where did that come from? Change group of activity.
So suppose I would like to change something in this work order,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So change, suppose I'm not sure what are the fields this, I'm not sure because
Okay.
what is, so manual, I need to check on that part. What is this field? Because normally if you want to something, if you want to change something on the time or some many other fields, you want to change that in the bulk
Mm.
thing on the bulk part, right? So that you can come and change you can select all the work order together and you can just what field you want to replace from which field.
Okay.
So that you can do that. I'm not sure about the time whether you can do that or not, but
Mm-hmm. Okay.
okay. And now we will
So,
go to that.
mhm. So
Hmm,
is the SLA a time or date?
time
Okay.
along with the
Yeah.
date.
Okay.
Hmm.
Mm.
So now this activity is assigned to this technician. Okay.
Mm.
So you will be seeing all the information, whatever it is having work order number and it is not there. So through this manage columns, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can select which field you want to see in the top. Means in this view, you have some other fields and maybe some other user want to see some other field under this, right? So you can man change the order of that. fields. Okay, you can just you need. Uh, I would like to see that activity type first. Okay, so you can just click on that. Now activity type will come here in the first. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
based on your searching area, based on your you can search your you can view that whatever
Mm-hmm.
the fields you want set. You
Okay.
can also configure these fields. I will show on the I think on the display or somewhere that fields are there. You can activity list view. I think active in the
Mm.
activity list view. The fields are there. We will cover in the user types. Okay, but yeah, this is the fields you can if you want to add or if you want to remove those fields. So that will you can also do that. Okay.
Okay, understood.
So that fields you will be seeing here. So a life cycle of a technician, how he's going to start this activity. So suppose I created, okay, I think maybe activity type is you can see it, right? That doesn't support that move between the resources. Maybe we forgot to
Mm.
select that. So you cannot move this activity.
Okay, but can we assign to this guy? We cannot even assign to this any user.
Which no, I can let me try with the other user whether not sure why.
So meaning it cannot be assigned to any
Right.
technician.
No, okay. Let's try to assign this activity to this. Okay, activity type doesn't support that. So I think I forget to add that preventive maintenance. Where was that? Allow move between the resources. Allow creation buckets. I think yeah, that was okay. Now we go back. Okay, let's try now. Okay, now you can move this, right? Drop one resource to move this
Yeah.
activity.
Okay.
Okay, so this way the features may prevent your work if you don't select that feature. Okay,
Right.
and generally, basically, we create that activity on the bucket, whether it may be on the this region or maybe at upper level.
Mm.
So we have, as a business, we have to ask as a use as a field service, we can ask them to the customer, where do you want to see this activity while it is first time entering into the system, whether it may be on the technician or whether you want to see on the bucket level. So I think bucket is the good because routing will run on the bucket. Okay. Suppose 10 orders are created on this bucket, then routing will, on this east region is having around 5 technician. Okay. So that routing will distribute that work between the 5 or 3 technician, depends upon that all this parameters, work zone, work skills, and that
Mm-hmm.
and the resource home location as well. So routing will consider that part. Okay. And so so already this activity is on the technician. Okay. So now so as a dispatcher, my work is done. Now the technician will come into the picture. The technician may have their iPad or whatever, their Android devices, or maybe their iPhone or whatever devices, right? Or so they can log in as a technician. I think you logged in as a technician, right?
Mm-hmm.
With this user. So
Yeah.
you will be seeing this screen of that on the page. Okay. The display we saw that on our call, right?
Yeah, I
The
see.
landing page will
Mm,
be my
pending.
route. Huh. So the landing page. So before you start your day, you have to activate the route. Okay. Activate route means you are starting your day.
Okay.
Okay. This is just we have to follow
Timekeeping.
this route activation time is basically, yeah, it is now the technician can start the work and all these things. And this clock is showing if you want to adjust your travel time, you can do that. You will take maybe you are thinking that it will take more than 29 minutes, you can update that. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the
So
activity coordinate.
I clicked on uh, this thing, activate route, and it is showing an error like,
So maybe
what
it's
is it?
already activated. I activated this, maybe the reason.
Okay, probably, yeah.
So it is one time activity
Mm-hmm.
in the day. If you again you want to activate that route, then you have to deactivate this route first, and then you
Mm-hmm.
will be able to activate the route. Okay. So this is the information, basically the key information of the activity, where you can, and you click on this, it will show you on the map.
So
Are
you're going
you
to cover
seeing?
the crew login and right? I mean, or is it? So I have a question like when we assign the order to a crew, right?
Hmm.
So who will be able to see that? All the technicians or only the crew lead? So where are we defining the crew lead or so all those
So
questions like
that I think on the next section we will
okay,
check that the crew part.
okay,
Okay. First, I'm just giving the basic example that act how the activity,
yeah,
and the next session we will check that crew and the teamwork activity and all those things.
okay, okay, yeah,
Okay.
got it. Mm.
So I think whenever you click on this, you will be the activity will open and the map. Okay. I think my screen is visible to you when I click on
Yes.
this.
Hmm.
It is loading that Google map. Okay. You just have to start your direction.
Oh, Google Map is not showing. I'm just seeing your
Okay.
this
Let
thing, OFSC.
Okay. Let me where I am. So when I click here on that activity, so it will directly take it to me that
Okay.
direction. So just technician need to click and like we normally do that, right? Put our
Mm-hmm.
coordinates and so system will, so it will show the real time traffic and all this thing to this technician.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So,
uh,
so,
hmm,
so can we like customize this even for the field technician, or they need another application to do that? The data capturing, the status transitions, and everything. Because stat activity here, so we assign to this technician, right?
right.
Um, so I'm just wondering why.
No, what is your question? Uh,
So this test 1 2 3 4 is a field technician. So is
correct.
the field technician supposed to work from the OFSC this page?
No, not from this page. He will use his devices, whatever
So
device he's having,
yeah,
Android or
so
maybe
that that
iOS.
that which application is that? Is it like the same application? He uses the same login in his device or
Yeah, same login he will use that test at the test 1 2 3 and password whatever the GoLogica will he will use that.
okay?
So the
So there
same
is
screen he
mhm.
will be able to do that.
There's no need for him to like them to like use any other application to see this work
No, no,
order.
no, no. The same whatever I am seeing, he will be seeing the same. Maybe you logged in as a technician, so you can
Yeah, I
see it.
did.
But so yeah, so the same screen you will see it from here.
So if we need to like generate some workflows, right? The See, we are just sending to the user only the basic information about the address, but what he sees there in the field, like something needs fixing, he uses some parts, some comments need to be entered. Can all these
Hmm.
things capture here?
Yeah, on the work order, while you start this activity,
Mm-hmm.
let me start this activity. So this is the odometer. If you want to take this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking this odometer rating. So this is, I think, first before you start your activity. So system is checking what is your current odometer rating. Okay. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that information we will pass to some other system. Physical damage is there, so we will ask them to attach what is the attachment. Okay. So you can take it the pictures and all these things.
Okay,
Okay. So basically, yeah. And this is a signature. You can take it from the customer.
got it. Okay.
Okay. So this is the sending data. Okay, that has been done. I think now my activities is started. I think if you are login, you can log in as an admin and you can see parallelly also like that activity status updated to that started. That means it is in green color. You can check it parallelly as well if you log in as admin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is real time sync. Okay, there is no, so yeah. So this is basically that whole page or for the activity details, all the activities, because we created this manually, but all this information, if it is coming from some other system, then all the information should be there. Okay, but we created it manually, so we don't have much data here. But if you want to put that data, this is you can take it as an assessment if you want to fill all this information. If you want to create one activity with all
Mm-hmm.
this information, you can do that.
Activity details.
Yeah, so all the
Okay.
details, all those things here. Okay, and now this is showing the workflow.
Mm.
So basically, seeing the end button. Oh, where is the end? Not sure why end is not coming, but yeah, let's see that. So safety checklist, basically. So unlike our previous projects, we what we use that we never give the end button to the technician. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what we were doing that there, and so we were going through this workflow. Okay, basically, first he in the start there are some flows are there. Once he completed that, then suppose there are few forms are there. Okay, so that you can put it in this the sequence of this workflow. So once you completed this, then the other option will be available. Once you completed this, the other option will be available. Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
and the last step was in our project was the debriefing.
Mm-hmm.
While debriefing means you are completing that work order. So through the plugin, we are calling that end action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Once that debrief is completed, that means it is automatically completed that work order. Okay. They don't need to go to end action on that thing. They just need to complete their debrief. That means activity is completed. Okay. So that process we followed on like one of the project. Okay. But normally we do that. We showcase them to end button. So technician complete all this debrief. Then
Mm-hmm.
they go to that end button and then they complete the activity. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever based on the business requirement, we can configure this thing. So some of the users and want some navigated flow. So safety checklist is there. I can
Mm-hmm.
yes, and I'm just putting randomly. I have acknowledge and all those things. Okay. So we will see how
Mm-hmm.
this form will design. We will see in the later sessions.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, these are the forms.
Hey, this is
So
cool, man. So, I know one project they are implementing OFSC, and for the mobile side, they are using some other application. I'm wondering why.
not sure people. I'm
See?
not sure. People have mostly I found that they feel that field service is not good enough for the inventory management and for
Mm.
the crew management. We do not have the dynamic crew management system available feature in the field service, and that inventory management is not good for the field service. So that is the reason, or maybe they do not have the database access. So that is also the reason.
Mm.
But
Okay.
yeah, lots. There are many people who are many customers that they are already using that.
But do you recommend, like, do you recommend this approach or the?
But if my organization is having all the Oracle modules, then I would recommend this use this product.
Mm.
Otherwise, I won't recommend that because there are lots of adapters that we cannot use and lots of things that we cannot uh, use properly field service.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
that
maybe that is the reason.
right, yeah. If you have all the Oracle modules, then I would suggest yeah go for this. You will be seeing the parts catalog, HCM integration, direct out of the. There are lots of accelerators are there.
Mm.
So yeah, I would suggest that then. So form submitted. I think we submitted that. I think yes. Okay. So once you submit this, so it will ticked as a green. Okay. Now the next step is asset validation. Okay, geolocation, I do not want to take. If you want to physical location of unit, you want to take that. So it will ask me to know your location and
Mm.
all this thing. If you want to upload that, you can. Sometimes possible, right? Your exact location is not the correct, and you want to upload that correct location where you are
Mm-hmm.
correctly. So you can do that. This geolocation, you can update that and all those things. I'm not sure how data is coming. I have to check on that. This is configured by
Load
this,
capacity.
yeah, customer signature and all these things. So time and this already is going to be captured here whenever you are signaturing.
General sizing. Okay.
Okay. So let me submit that form also. I think there are a few things. This is the feature Oracle knowledge. Okay, if you have so basically for this activity type, or if you are using that Oracle product, right? All the Oracle products, then I think you you may use this Oracle knowledge. So Oracle knowledge, no, not Oracle knowledge. So you have some articles, right, to fix that job, to fix that
Mm.
equipment.
Yeah.
So you may have some articles, right? So you can uh, go through this knowledge section, and you can click on that knowledge. You will redirect to that. Currently, I don't think that they are having that, but if that article is there in the system, not here, that should be on the Oracle B2B site, and it should come from the integration, this
So,
knowledge.
so where do we set that up? Like, is it based on the activity type
No,
or?
generally not on the activity types. Basically, we do have all the articles at one place, and that will
Mm.
come here, and people will search on
So,
whatever they want that.
okay.
And so I showed you that at this time, if you think that this will require more time, right?
Mm.
Suppose we decided 1 hour for this activity, right? But
Yeah.
you are thinking that it will take more than that, so I can change that time now. Okay.
Okay.
So this you can do that. Not done and is there, and means you are going to add. So you observe that and was not showing earlier,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
So asset, whenever I completed this asset validation, then it reflect here. So it is. I think on the end button it is having the condition. Maybe I not check that whether when I submitted this form, that is after that it is enabled here. It appeared here. Okay, so
Okay.
maybe one of the end button is having one of this condition here. Not sure which
So
one, but we will check that.
we didn't have
Okay.
the work started or the other statuses.
No,
How?
we do have work order status. You can. I'm not seeing here. That is not enabled, but you can check it. Let me go to that. Myra. So that green means work order is already started. We set it up this color, right? It's started.
Hmm.
And you can also go to the dispatch console. You can see it is started.
Right. But did you click on a button like, oh, start activity? Okay, okay.
Yeah, I clicked on that.
Hmm.
Hmm. If you remember that I was filling that odometer rating, that time it is starting that activity. Odometer
Mm-hmm.
rating and all.
Right, right, right.
Hmm.
So when
Okay.
does the
Uh,
user captures the en route? Like when they starts the traveling?
so that feature is not available here. We can enable that feature here for our testing purpose. I
Okay.
saw that that feature is not there. Some of the customer may take and some not.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can enable that feature also if we want that.
Okay. So okay, we'll cover tomorrow then. I mean tomorrow
Huh.
you do not have, right? On Monday.
Uh, Tomorrow I will update you on the group whether we do have the session. Okay. So let's finish
Fine.
this activity and
Mm.
then we will complete the session for the today. There are lots of things in this
Okay.
page.
Yeah.
Okay, so debriefing is basically if you are thinking if you are adding your labor charges. So this is out of the box plugin which is provided by the field service. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
why why it is not coming? I think it should show that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm,
Calendar.
how should I calendar? Yeah, but
Mm.
I'm not sure why it
It's
is not
only
showing.
the
But
time. Yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry. Otherwise, I think it should show 1 hour. Okay, that means I think it should be there, but I'm not sure why it is not reflecting. So yeah, 1 hour is your labor, and if you want to add one more charges like expenses, toll charges, and all this thing, you can put it. Okay, toll charges is there. If you want to add another add part, okay, part is maybe not there. Okay, okay, I didn't save it. Sorry. Uh, okay, no, this is good. Okay, and expenses you may see that toll charge. Why the parking charges was also there, but not is showing here. Add part and that is not there. Let me continue that. So this will generate a PDF for you. You will take the customer signature for the final invoicing and for the final bill. You will showcase to the customer that by you signed this and this. If you install that part, the customer this is all the
Okay.
information you activity type invalid, inventory activity type invalid, inventory activity. I need to check on that error. But yeah, this is the way we do that. अरे हाँ भाई नहीं कर रहा sorry. Okay, so once the debrief step is completed, that will also get ticked. Okay, at this time is not done. We can do that, but not now. Update location if you want to update your location of that data set, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, and the map I already showed you how how it will reflect on the map. If you have that customer that I showed you that business rules, there are some maps are there, right? Custom
Mm.
maps, we can also upload that our file
Sheet
also,
files?
right?
Yeah.
Save file. So that if that map is there, so it will reflect like highlighted in this map. But so that
Mm.
way you can also uh, transfer inventory. We will check. I have to check. I have to spend some time here because there are lots of things that history we can check what is the action has been taken on this work order so far. So you can to check it that.
Okay.
So I think you tried that, right? To
Yeah.
activate that route so that you can see that this has been
Mm-hmm.
captured here.
Got it.
Okay. So other nearby activities you will be able to see if there are certain activities are there. So
Mm.
you will be able to, you can see it, right? All the
Okay.
nearby activities.
Mm.
So you may, if you want to select that, assign that, you can do that.
Mm. Okay.
And messages and all this thing, activity links, if the activity is having some links with like if you like different men is having different tasks, but if you want that activity is linked to other activity, right? So maybe you can see it here, the links. Okay. And yeah, that's not sure what is the stack position and all this thing. I think this is something I need to check. What is the stack position? Google Map, page key, and all this client ID, client secret. I'm not sure what are they doing here, tech position. I think they are trying to check exact position of the technician.
Yeah, it may be where is my technician that kind of
If I submit that, then what will happen? No found activity, not found activity, not found. What is that? I need to check on that part. Activity link messages we will cover a little opportunities and all this thing. I'm not sure what. So I think this is the one form opportunity. Okay, I think that way we can complete this activity. You can select, you can define your time, what time you are going to add, put your notes, testing, and all this thing.
okay.
Okay, yes. I think initially we put that as GoLogica, right?
Mm.
So and also take the technician customer signature and all this thing, and that way you can complete your activity. Okay. So now you can see that you will be seeing the deactivate route. Okay.
Okay.
So so that
Meaning,
way you
okay.
completed this activity. Status is completed this time.
Mm-hmm.
This is my end time.
So what is
And
the timesheets capture? We can take it later, but just asking if it.
timesheet.
Mm.
So no, basically we do not have that feature to capture the timesheet in the in the field service. But yeah, like suppose you are putting your time in the debrief, right?
Mm.
So through that we can have the integration through the OTL and other boundary system where they can capture the field and where they can maintain their timesheet.
Oh, okay.
In the feed service, we do not have that feature to maintain the timesheet on because some of the customers also ask, we can we send this job to the review for the review of the dispatcher.
Okay.
So that is not supported by the field service.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but through the debrief, if we are sending data to the other system, then we can capture the details and we can maintain the table there.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we can take different examples of the activity types like segmentable and other activities we can take in the next session.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we'll try to cover that crew management and all those things. Okay. In the next session.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.